Hello and a very warm welcome to a conversation with the Director General of UCI, Union Cycliste Internationale, Amina Lanaya. Amina, it is such a pleasure to have you with us on RTV.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy also to be here with you today.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
You are more than welcome, and again, it's a pleasure
Yeah.
for me.
Thank you. For those who are not inducted yet, you know, UCI is happening in Africa for the very first time. And well, where else? In the land of 1,000 hills. My name is Jackie Lumbasi, and what an honor for me to bring you this conversation. I mean, as an African, I am overwhelmed. I am so proud of what I have seen. I am elated. I cannot express my excitement. But I want to know how you're feeling as an African, as the first female director general, and then it's during your tenure that we have the World Championships happening in Africa. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so excited, and I am so proud. When once I arrived here, when I landed in Kigali, I could feel the atmosphere. I could feel that we're gonna host the UCI World Championships in Africa for the first time ever, and the level of the organization, really, in 20 years at the UCI, I never had this feeling before, and everything is great. And being a Moroccan with African roots, you know,
Yeah, I
I
can
said to
imagine.
myself, wow,
Yes.
just wow.
You know, it was the same feeling for me. These images that we see, and we never thought they'd be taken in an African country. You see these beautiful pictures of cyclists, the platform where they're awarded. And you're thinking, this can never be us. It's amazing to see that happening here.
Yeah.
What went into the organization, you know, and then the fact that you're doing it here for the first time, this far, what are the challenges that you faced?
So actually, to be really honest with you, it was one of my easiest World Championships to organize together with the local organizing committee, because from the beginning, everything went smooth. So I have direct conversation with the local organizing committee, direct conversation with the Minister of Sports. She was very helpful. Nelly, now she's super close to me because, we used to call each other, every week to find solutions to situations. Because for me, it was not problems. It was how do we fix this situation together? And there were always solutions.
Yeah.
So for me, it was, I think, my first World Championships when it went that smooth with an organizing committee. And,
That's incredible.
the fact that, people thought, having hosting the first, the UCI World Championships in Africa is a risk.
Yeah.
No, you know what? The benchmark now is so high because Africa, Kigali, Rwanda raised the bar.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes. So even the Western world will have
Exactly.
this to beat.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, and that's why I'm so proud.
Beautiful.
Because of course, when you organize something in a place, in a location for the first time,
Yeah.
you always have some doubts. You
right.
don't know how it will happen, how it will be delivered, and so on.
Yeah.
But every single person I spoke to today, so whether they come from a national federation, from a team as a rider, they just said, congratulations, you did it, and you did it perfectly well. And it's thanks to the country of Rwanda, to the city of Kigali, to the authorities, the public authorities, to the government, but also to all the volunteers, involved in this work. It's very important, when I see at all the people on the road helping, and also, here at the convention center, helping to deliver the highest level of the UCI World Championships. And I can tell you that we reached the maximum.
You did.
Really,
Yeah.
really. And I mean it.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I'm so glad that it's been impressive. I wonder what it takes for you to select a country as a host country. It's a process, I'm sure.
Yes.
We're talking about a UCI that has been around for more than 100 years, and you'll have many countries bidding to host this event. I want to know what goes into the selection and also what made Rwanda stand out.
So actually, the decision to organize this UCI World Championships here in Kigali, Rwanda, came from a dream from our UCI president, David Lapartien. When he ran as a candidate for the presidency in 2017, he said, I want Africa to host for the first time ever the UCI Road World Championships. You know, the UCI Road World Championships, it's the most important event of the UCI, yearly speaking. And for us and for the management committee, it was a decision to allocate 2025 to the African continent. So, and everybody agreed about that because, you know, Africa, we do invest a lot of money, a lot of funding to develop athletes in Africa. We have a World Cycling Center in South Africa for, you know, more than 20 years now. And we are, you know, detecting talents in Africa and helping national federations to develop riders, whether they're women or men. And at the time, so 8 years ago, we had two candidates because we also, you know, proposed to each of the 54 national federations from Africa to bid for this Road World Championships. And two candidates were, you know, just wanted to organize this event, Morocco and Rwanda.
Yes.
And I'm Moroccan.
And you're Moroccan.
Yeah, so you can imagine also all the pressure on my shoulders. And everybody thought that, because Amina is the director general, it will go to
her country.
And also, I remember I visited, you know, Rwanda a few years, a few months before the award, and they said, "But are you sure? You know, we are this impression that because you are Moroccan that it will go to Morocco." I said, "No." Because, you know, also, you know, I have a good principle of governance.
Yes.
And we're going to select the best candidate.
It will be a fair one.
Yeah, it will be a fair process according to, you know, fair criteria. And, you know, and that was clear from the beginning. And Rwanda was better. And that's why we decided to award this UCI Road World Championships to Rwanda, Kigali.
Yeah. Let's talk about women. You're passionate about women. And then you're in this position for the first time. And what you've said before is that you do not want to be the first woman that gets to that high position and you become the last woman to get there. Why do you want women to go in there? How are we faring so far during your time? And what have you seen with the women participating this time around? Also, as you respond to that, we have a new category for women as well. You can remark on that.
Yes. So, you know, actually, the last 10 years, because it started even before, you know, David Lapartien was elected as the president, and I work at the UCI for 20 years now, but the last 10 years were, you know, key for the development of women cycling. We did a lot for that. We created, you know, the UCI Women's World Tour, which is the highest, you know, level of women's cycling. We did professionalize the women's sport. We did, you know, put in place minimum salaries, which did not exist before. We did also make mandatory for organizers of the UCI Women's World Tour to have, you know, TV, live TV for at least 45 minutes you know, during the event, because we wanted to showcase women's, you know, cycling. It's important that it's seen on TV. And what has been, you know, a turning point for sure has been the creation of the Tour de France Femmes, you know, 4 years ago, and we pushed for that. We pushed the organizers of the Tour de France to develop also women's cycling, and it worked. Now, you know, women's cycling is very popular. We have a lot of, you know, champions also. You know, it's very interesting to watch, you know. Before, maybe it was a bit boring because the level was not very high.
The level wasn't high.
Exactly. But now we are developing, you know, a lot of athletes as well. And when we look at Kim Lecourt from Mauritius, she's from Africa, and she wears the yellow jersey at the Tour de France Women, and that's what we want to do and to continue doing with women's cycling. It will never be over, you know. We will continue to help to support the women because it's important for us that we could do that, and that at the end there will be no difference between men and women. Tour de France will be okay. We have Pauline Ferrand-Prévot winning the Tour de France Femmes. It's the same as Pogacar, you know. So but we did a lot, and we are very proud also of the outcome.
You are intentional about it. So the fact that we are hosting the World Championships in Africa for the first time is unique. It's historic. But I'm sure there are other aspects that make this competition unique. What are those?
Yes, so that's what I said just previously, you know. Actually, what has been done here is something we never saw before. A lot of innovation. You know, the fact that we have the finish and the start at the same place here, for the road race. And the fact that, we have
That didn't happen
it
before.
doesn't happen, often. And
Okay.
the fact also that we have the official hotel here with all our national federations here, with the Congress also being organized here at the same place, it's something unique. We never experienced that. And also, all the investments which had been done, by the local organizing committee, it was not easy because sometimes we have to create, the barriers here in Rwanda which did not exist. We had to
They
use
had to
also
transform the
exactly
the convention,
yeah,
the
the
area around the
roundabout
convention,
and
the
so on.
roundabout.
They did
Yeah.
a lot of work and investment because it was important for them, and it was also a pride to organize this UCI Road World Championships, and I could feel it. And for us as UCI, it's very important when you have a country, behind an event and wanting to show the best, side of the work they
Yeah.
can do and of everything they can also show to the world, because now Rwanda, Kigali is showcased worldwide
Yes.
in
And Rwanda is
130 countries.
representing the continent.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm Moroccan, and my friends in Morocco, they are talking about the event, and they say, look, what is going on is just amazing. And yeah, it really
It
gives
gives you
me
goosebumps.
goosebumps, really. So yeah.
I can imagine. We've had scenarios where you have an event of this magnitude happen, and after that, there's silence. What Rwanda aims to achieve with this is that there will be pride on the
Yeah.
continent. We will see the development of sports. We will see the development of athletes. What are you going to do to sustain the momentum? Today we have Africa with the biggest representation,
Yeah.
more than any other continent. So
Exactly.
how do you plan to sustain this so that we see the continent reaping from it in the long term?
So actually, we really want Rwanda to be an example for the other African, nations. And we launched a satellite center in Kigali a few months ago. So where we detect, as I said, and develop athletes from Rwanda, but not only Rwanda, from countries just close to Rwanda, and that's what we want to keep in the future. And we also want to upgrade the Tour of Rwanda, because the Tour of Rwanda, I was there a few years ago. Wow. And that's why, I had the feeling that this UCI Road World Championships will be a success.
Because you saw Tour de Rwanda,
yes.
yes.
And for me, when I saw the crowd on the roads and all these young people, these kids, they don't need a barrier. They are just, fascinated by the spectacle and the showcase they are just watching. And I could feel that at the time of the Tour of Rwanda. So what would be great is to have the Tour of Rwanda maybe organized for men and women, and reaching the UCI World Tour level, the highest level in our competitions. And that's something we want to discuss with the federation and the government, because Rwanda has to be the example of Africa. And we don't have any UCI World Tour race in Africa yet. So Rwanda did for the first time the UCI World Championships. So why not having the first UCI World Tour race?
Exactly. In the near future.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you to get where you are today, there must be something that drives you, something, an experience, or whatever it is, a mantra. What is it that motivates you, that keeps you going and keeps you as passionate as you are about what you do?
Actually, I never give up. In everything I do, I never give up. It was something for a lot of people impossible to organize a World Championships in Africa. We did it. It was impossible during COVID to organize races. We did it. And, I share exactly the same, I don't know if it's a quality or not, because sometimes for my staff it's not easy, to follow. But I follow the same, quality with my president David Lapartien. And we are both young, we are both passionate, and we are both we both want the best for cycling. And I come from Africa. I'm Moroccan. I always put myself in the shoulders of the people I'm talking to, and that's important also when you are able to do that, because then you better understand their problems, and you better you find solutions also for them, because we are here also to serve our national federations, to help them, to support. We are not a commercial company. We are an organization, an association, and the objective, our mission, is to develop cycling all over the world. And that's why we are doing what we are doing now in Africa, in Kigali, in Rwanda, is to develop cycling all over the world. You know, a lot of people will watch this UCI World Championships. And a lot of, I hope, young people will say, I want to do the same. I want to be also a champion. And that's why we are, driving and leading the UCI.
Yeah.
To
Because you
have
want to
more,
inspire a
exactly,
child somewhere.
to inspire more people to ride a bike. But not only for competition, also, as a leisure, as a, a way of life, as a transportation, because it's good also for the health, to use a bike. So we also have this philosophy to bring a bike to anyone to have a better life.
Great. So you ride the bike?
Yes, I do.
For what reason?
So I do it for my health, because I know it's good for me, and also to be able to disconnect sometimes. And, when you ride the bike, you are in the nature, and in Switzerland,
it's a perfect way to meditate.
And you know that I know it's quite funny, because you know that Rwanda is called the Switzerland of Africa. I live in Switzerland, and I both free passport. I hold 3 passports: French, Swiss, and Moroccan. So so for me, it's
you're a global citizen.
Yes, I am, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. How many kilometers do you ride in a day?
Not in a day. No,
in a day.
not that many. I would say in a year, let's say 1,000. It's not a lot.
Oh, no, that's a lot.
But I'm doing my best. At least, I try to ride a bike when I have time to do it. And again, it's not an excuse to say have time or no time. You have to organize your life.
To create that time. Yes.
Exactly.
I do ride the bicycle once in a while. Not as, I'm sure not as much as you do, but I try whenever I have time.
Very good.
You touched on government support and partnership, and how working with the local team made your ride easier. For somebody that is watching and maybe they aspire to have their country host an event of this nature, I would love you to speak to the significance of government, or that the government of the country where you will take the event, what their support and partnership means to you
for
as
us,
an event organizer.
It's vital to have the support of the government of a country when we organize such a big event. We need their support. We need them also, to open the roads, to also have all the facilities for us to organize these road world championships, and also to be able to provide volunteers, as many volunteers as possible.
Because you need
and also,
them. You need many.
Exactly, and you need also, as I said, to open these roads. It's not easy when you have a population also who sometimes they don't understand, why do we have to close this road for this event, this cycling? We don't care, and so on. And they have a role also to promote cycling, as I said, because for a public authority, for the government, cycling is a sport first, but it's a good sport. It's as I said, it's a way of life. It's a way of leisure. It's a way of transportation. Exactly. So they have also to encourage people to ride their bike. And
so you need a government that appreciates that, and that will mobilize its people to pursue that kind of lifestyle.
And that's what exactly the Minister of Sport and the government of Rwanda did from day one. Until now, and it's not finished, because we still have a few days to go until the end of the championships. But without the government, it would have been impossible.
I saw a tweet from one of the participants, and they claimed that the air was not that good, and that's a given. Some people will come and they're coming from a different climate. They could be here and get affected. From your conversations with the different athletes, what do you see them facing in this week? What are some of the hardships they will have to overcome?
So actually, I didn't receive any bad comments about the quality of air or something like that. Everybody who talked to me about this World Championships, they said, wow, really? And I'm just telling you the truth. It's
they're saying wow.
The same wow. We did not expect that. It's better, way better than what we experienced before. It's like we have a new benchmark for the UCI Road World Championships. It will be quite difficult for the coming, organizers.
For the coming organizers,
and to be honest, I'm proud of that, because I said,
exactly.
Africa did it.
I know it. That Rwanda has set this bar so high.
Really?
No, you've got to be proud. The terrain Is it any challenging, the hilly
No,
nature of
that's
our
what
city?
that is also, you know, one of the specificity of this UCI World Championships. It's one of the hardest ever, really.
This one.
This one, and
So
you know,
the people who will win this one,
yeah, yeah.
oh man, they're the
Big
real
champions,
big
really big
champions.
champions,
Good.
and we will remember also
Yeah.
these championships for the fact that it was super hard, and that's great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, might have not been that hard for you to organize it, but for the people cycling,
Yeah.
they will live to
Ah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
It'll be a hard
And
one.
they wanted to write it.
And oh yes, and they wanted it. They
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
forward to it. Love it. I love it. I am following the hashtag, and it's amazing
Yeah.
to see what they're saying about the
Yeah,
experience here.
yeah.
As we conclude, we have people within the country, the continent, and around the world that will be watching proceedings throughout the week on different platforms. What takeaway message do you have for them?
So enjoy it, please, and just open your eyes, because it will be just you know, a lot of emotions everywhere, not only on the bike, but on the roads, from the young, you know, people, the kids watching the race, and the landscapes, just amazing.
Just
this is
amazing.
a beautiful, very beautiful country. You know, I will come
Thank
back for with my family for sure, because I want my kids
We look
to
forward to
witness. You
receiving
know,
you.
really, and yeah, just enjoy it,
Beautiful.
and yeah, Africa
Yeah.
is just amazing, and
Yeah. Thank you.
you will see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am so glad that Rwanda has made the Director General say the amazing things that she has said. So Rwanda has carried the continent on their shoulders. We have put our best foot forward. We have been impressive. The rest of the world will have to beat this. But in fact, the challenge will start here with us in Africa. So the rest of the African countries have got that standard to beat. And we do hope that you're following these events on the different platforms here on RBA. If you will be online, UCI World Championships is the hashtag. Say a word, say some good things, comment from wherever you will be watching. We are set to bring you this throughout the week as events unfold. This has been a great honor for me to host Amina Lanaya, the Director General of UCI. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Thank you very much for having me.
A pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
enjoy your stay.
I will, for sure.
Thank you. My name is Jackie Lumbasi. We're looking forward to seeing you again soon and bringing you more of the UCI conversations. Keep it here because it's all happening on RTV. God bless you.